Got to keep up with the rhythm. In this episode, we're tearing down the VOGE CU625 engine. Looking at the exterior, the water jacket design follows the style of the CU250. It features an internal water jacket. This minimizes external hoses on the engine surface, giving it a much cleaner look. This is the water pump. The water pump gear is made of nylon. Now, let's remove the clutch. As you can see, it's a slipper clutch. The brand is Chongqing clutch from Chongqing. I don't need to introduce Chongqing clutch much further. They are the largest domestic clutch manufacturer. Let's check the clutch plates. The plates use paper-based friction material from FCC Japan, Chongqing's large displacement clutches usually come equipped with FCC Japan clutch plates. Well, it's unavoidable. Many high-end clutch plates are a bottleneck. It's either Fuji Japan or FCC Japan. Look at the clutch basket. It has a reinforcement rib around the edge, so you don't have to worry about the overall strength of the clutch. The oil pump is also chain-driven. This engine can be called Loncin's self-developed engine. The engines Loncin has released in the last 2 years have high stability and high originality. Look at this gear. Besides being a gear, it also acts as a balance shaft weight. The gear section uses a split gear, scissor gear structure. This makes it sound better and cancels out a portion of the noise. And then, the crankshaft drive gear also features this split gear design. This results in a much smoother engine sound. I've test-ridden the CU625 before. The low-end torque is strong, and vibrations are minimal. Combined with VOGE's redesigned suspension, the overall comfort of the bike is quite impressive. The vibration control on the previous CU250 was already remarkable. Loncin has arguably led the trend of 60-degree V-twin engines, equipped with balance shafts. Ever since their CU250 added a balance shaft, competitors' V-twins have also started adding balance shafts. After all, it makes the riding experience much more rider-friendly. So, I suggest you try the CU250 and CU625 for yourselves to feel the vibration feedback. Let's look at the cylinder head structure. Each head has a single camshaft, SOHC, for valves, and uses roller rocker arms. Roller rockers have a low friction coefficient and low noise. The camshaft uses a bearing-less design. Now, let's look at the cylinder block. It's an open-deck water jacket design. Looking at the cylinder liners, they are spiny, centrifugal cast liners, made of cast iron. Now, look at the timing chain. The timing chain is a reinforced chain from Daido. Everyone's familiar with Daido, right? No need to worry about the quality. Moreover, they've entered Honda's HRC supply chain, which is quite impressive. Removing the piston, the top has a micro-arc oxidation coating, making it easy to clean. The piston skirt has a wear-resistant coating. Although the piston isn't labeled, you can tell at a glance it's a cast piston from Shandong Shanting. The rings use East Asia, Riken/TPR style PVD process piston rings. Removing the other cylinder head now. Both heads are identical, so I won't spend much time explaining this side. At this launch event, besides the CU625, there's also the DSX625. Don't worry. The teardown video for the DSX625 engine is coming. That engine, while externally similar to the 525 engine, is said to have massive internal changes. Don't be impatient. We will definitely tear down the DSX625 engine later. Maybe because the CU525 sold so well, selling over 6,000 units. This time, the CU625 doesn't have to share an engine with the DSX625. It now has its own exclusive V-twin engine for this model. Let's look at the CU625's unique balance shaft design. There's another balance weight over here. In other words, the CU625 engine's balance shaft is a single shaft, dual weight design. Let me reassemble it to show you. This design can achieve the vibration suppression of a dual balance shaft system. That's why the vibrations on this bike are so low. Since you've watched this far, how about giving the video a like? This dual weight balance shaft design should be a first for domestic V-twin engines. With the bolts removed, we can split the crankcase. Let's check the internal crankcase structure. The crankshaft doesn't use ball bearings. It uses plain bearings, bushings, while the balance shaft still uses bearings. Removing the gear shift drum and the 3 shift forks, as well as the input and output shaft assemblies. Some gears have undergone an oxidation treatment. Taking out the crankshaft, looking at the parting line, it indicates a forged crankshaft. Now let's look at the connecting rods. They use high-precision fractured, crack-split, connecting rods. Look closely, everyone. You can't even see the seams. They look like they're made from a single piece. Right, let's check the bearings. The internal bearings are all from CNU. CNU's business now covers Hojiue, Yamaha, Honda, and KTM. Whether it's a joint venture or domestic brand, you can't bypass them. Then for this V-twin, each cylinder has an oil jet. This helps cool the cylinder and piston and ensures sufficient lubrication. See, it's over here as well. One for each side. Let me take out the main bearings to show you. They use copper-based bushings from Daido, Japan. Next, let's remove the connecting rod to show you the fractured rod. Take a look at the cross-section. The uniqueness of this fractured rod is excellent. It has strong anti-shear capability and can withstand heavy loads. That's why high-performance bikes like the BMW S1000RR, Yamaha R1, and KTM all use fractured connecting rods. The geniuses at Yamaha even played with titanium. Fractured rods. Check the rod bearings. They are also from Daido, Japan. Let me try to find for you again exactly where the seam of this fractured rod is. I bet you really can't see it. At this point, the teardown is complete. Overall, the originality of the CU625 engine is solid. The dual-weight balance shaft design is truly impressive. It also saves space in the crankcase. Clutch plates are from FCC Japan. Bearings/bushings are from Daido, Japan. It also employs the split gear structure to make the engine quieter. Fractured connecting rods are also being used for the first time in a Loncin engine. Alright, enough said. I suggest everyone go for a test ride of the CU625. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.